So the way that pine trees grow is what we call, their shoots we call candles, because when they emerge and elongate, they resemble a candle. And so essentially this is what comes out of the bud in the spring and elongates, and then we can actually see the needles here sort of closed against the shoot itself. And then as this matures, these are going to actually open and sort of pull away from this sort of central shoot and sort of be then their sort of characteristic needle form. So we're starting to decandle our Japanese black pines, which is a annual seasonal maintenance that we perform typically early summer, especially here in the Pacific Northwest. The trees take a lot longer to respond to this process, and so by starting a little bit earlier, we give them more time to push out that second flush. With refined trees in particular, especially in this region, I'm only going to be targeting the candles that are the strongest and the medium strength. I don't come in and I don't candle the weakest. So some other people might do it differently, but in terms of how the collection here operates, we're really only targeting these strongest and medium length candles. And so essentially what we're doing is we're going to come in and we're going to take our scissors and sort of trying to go as low as we can without cutting previous year's needles. We're just going to do a perpendicular cut to the shoot, removing our sort of spring growth candle. And then what that's going to do is stimulate additional buds to occur at the cut site, hopefully then producing at least two, if not more, that we can then select from to improve our ramification, keep the tree compact, and sort of further sort of the refinement process. Oh, yes. This is an example of a shoot that was candle cut last year. One of the ways we know we can sort of see that, not only we have sort of these multiple buds here where we have 3 at the cut site, the needle length indicated that the growth was strong enough to necessitate a cut. If we go back to the last 2 years, we can see how short the needles were. That would mean that this shoot was not strong enough to facilitate the candle cutting action, but it was this year. So it got stronger, we cut. Now we've gotten these 3 shoots here. And so now is also the time for me to come in and select, because I don't want to have 3. And in this case, I'm going to opt to take this bottom strongest shoot out. One reason is because it's the strongest, so I'm going to opt to keep the weaker of the 2. As well as its location, you can see here, this is kind of on the bottom of these 2. So we want to kind of remove these bottom shoots and keeping these nice lateral shoots here. You can kind of see the angle that these 2 buds have in relationship to each other is this really nice acute angle versus kind of the angle we would see between these 2 is a little bit more rounded, kind of more like a slingshot or a wishbone. And so combined with the length, the strength, and the angle in relationship to the other shoots, this one is the one that we'll remove at this time as well. So I'm going to just take that out.